driver interviews, pit action, industry news. We're bringing you everything that fuels the adrenaline-pumping world of dirt track racing. Buckle up now. You're sitting with the Slimy Bastards. Take it away, Jason and Adam.
So, Boone, finally here. This has been a long time in the making.
It has.
And you run here quite a bit over the last couple of years, correct?
Yep.
First, tell us where you came from, where you grew up. Let's go there.
Alrighty, yeah. I come from Cave Creek, Arizona. I lived there my whole life. Definitely not used to this cold, wet weather all the time, but yeah, I came here to race mostly and pursue my dream in racing. I just became very passionate about it, and I wanted to go somewhere where there was more opportunity. So I came to Iowa. Now I'm living here.
Sure. Actually, the first time I met you was at the Nationals. And I don't know if you remember this or not. I was hanging out with Tanner and Kelsey.
Yep, I think 2019.
It was 2020 because it was during COVID where they were making you sack up on everything.
Yeah.
But that's the first time I met you, and you were saying then that you were looking at moving here and doing racing and all that. So is it what you expected?
Yeah. I mean, it was kind of a kick in the butt when I first came up here my first summer, but I learned so much. I learned more in 6 months than I did in the 2 years of sport mod racing I did before that. So to have a dream is one thing, but to actually make it happen is really cool, and it was kind of unexpected, but I'm glad it worked out.
Sure.
Can I ask how old you are? How old are you?
I'm 22.
22. You look so. How did you get started, and how old were you when you started doing this?
I actually started racing when I was 5. My dad got me into it because he used to race dirt track. I started on asphalt, and so I've been racing for a long time. But I started in dirt when I was 14 in mod lights, and then I hopped into a sport mod in 2019, and I just I ran for National Rookie of the Year, and I loved it ever since, and just started to get more and more into it.
Were you driving before all your friends, probably? Yeah.
Yeah, I probably shouldn't say this, but my family would go out of town, and I would take my brother's car to McDonald's to get ice cream.
I did the same thing when I was a kid.
I'm surprised the ice cream machine was even working. Them damn things never work.
I'm going to take this in a different direction. How about those go-karts in Texas? Tell us a little bit about that.
Oh, yeah, those are a blast. If I could race anything, I think it would be asphalt road course racing, just because I feel like there's more diversity in driving style. I mean, you have all those different corners and chicanes and points you have to hit and pick up points for the throttle and stuff. So I had so much fun going back to karting. That's where my roots are.
Oh, apparently you did pretty good. You finished second your first night.
Yeah. It took me a couple sessions to get used to it again, but I feel like I never left it, really.
So out of everything you've done, what's one thing that stands out as like your highlight right now?
I would say Super Nationals last year in the sport mod. That was my best finish out of anything that I've raced, and just the most fun, the best learning experience.
Sure.
I'm curious about the female aspect of this. Are there a lot of women who do this, or like, especially in this area, are you one of the few, I'm assuming?
Yeah. I would say even throughout all kinds of racing, there's not many women. I don't know what the percentage would be, but I would say 10 or less % of women do this. So,
and you guys all back each other pretty hot, and you know what I mean? You guys have each other's backs on a lot of that, of standing up for each other and all that. And
do you have a particular racer that you really look up to or that inspired you? Was it a woman or just a fellow, or does that not matter? Just everyone in general?
Yeah, not really. I never had like an inspiration. Just like coming to Super Nationals or going to NASCAR or something, I'm like, I want to be on a high level of racing because that is the coolest thing ever.
Yeah, definitely.
So when you're not doing this and you're running around here in Iowa, what are you doing?
I work part-time as a barista, so that takes up a little bit of my time.
I could use a coffee because last night
it got a little rough last night.
It was rough.
Yeah.
It was.
Yeah.
We'll try to get them out here at the racetrack. That'd be nice.
That's what you need off your trailer. Just set up a little coffee shop. You know,
Yeah.
Tanner and Kelsey are doing engraving stuff. You seen this stuff? Where they're they got a laser jet deal where they're doing engraving like on pit mats and all that.
Okay.
Here's your new side hustle.
Yeah, something different.
Coffee.
Bring that to
Coffee
dirt
and
track
cocktails.
racing.
Made by Taylor.
I love that idea. I'll have to look into it.
So-
Besides that, I picked up real estate last year, so I'm in my 7th month now of real estate, and it's finally picking up. But I just spend my time working, going to the gym, and trying to do anything I can outdoors.
So do you have any hobbies? Like, are you hunting, fishing? I know you were big in with the Salute to Heroes last year. You ran that. Do you do any of that kind of stuff? Or
No, I've fished a couple times in my life. I've never been hunting. That's something I'd like to do, but just never picked it up.
Sure. So what's your hobbies then?
Work.
And you are really, really good about, because you put out videos all the time, Snapchats, Instagram videos, everything. You're probably one of the ones that do it consistently on your sponsors, what you're doing to your car. Not so much what you're doing to your car to let people know what you're doing, but you know what I mean?
Working on it,
Right.
and showing you
and
working
doing
on
all that
it.
kind of stuff.
Yep.
It goes a long way, would you say?
Yeah, definitely. It helps to be passionate about something because then you can just snap a picture or a video of you doing it, and
Right.
people are interested in seeing like what goes on in the background. So that does take time. Also, is creating content for social media.
Yes, it does. These guys are brand new at podcasting, but they've got a lot of work ahead of them. I was telling
It's
them.
been fun.
Yeah.
Like last
Yeah.
night, we
Last night was a blast.
It's not all drinking and partying, though. There's a lot of behind the scenes. But do you manage all your own social media and stuff? You
Yes.
do all that yourself?
Yep.
Okay, that's cool.
Yeah.
Do you have a team that helps you with other things? How does that work?
Yeah, I have a lot of really good sponsors who always offer their help. We picked someone up this year who's been a longtime family friend, Justin, who's been helping us. We haven't been able to race much, but he's really good in the shop and easy to work with. And I have Chloe Shipper. She does all my YouTube videos, so
that's good.
that really takes a lot of time.
It does, yeah.
So Shipper is I have a relation, and we talked about this, as my mother's maiden name is Shipper, all down by the Appleton Parkersburg area and that kind of thing. I don't know if it's I think it's like a second cousin, if I remember talking to my uncle on that actually owns your car, correct?
The sport mod.
Yeah.
Or the stock car, sorry.
Yeah, sorry. Yeah.
This is probably too personal, but are you dating anyone?
No.
Not really?
I don't know. It's hard for me because to try to find a guy who really understands racing. And,
Yes, that's what I was going to ask. And are they like a little intimidated maybe by you? Like, oh, she's like a race car driver.
I'm going to butt
tough
in
chick.
right here because I know somebody.
Who may that be?
I know somebody out in Wyoming.
Who's single and looking?
Well, I don't know what the hell is he. He didn't make this last trip. And you know who I'm talking about.
Yes, I do.
Good. Go ahead. Little Matthew.
I'm sure she
little
has
Matthew Seymour.
trouble finding people to date. She's beautiful. So, yeah.
Right, we always give him a hard time about.
Oh, I love him. He's such a great guy.
We're doing a salute to veterans. I touched on base on this because you did that last year, and I don't know if you know this or not, but my dad, just passed away in January, and we're doing that salute to veterans memorial race in my dad's name out in Wyoming, and that's coming up here at the end of the month. But all the money that we raise from that is actually going back to that salute to veterans foundation.
Oh, okay. The one here in Iowa?
Yeah.
That's cool.
And Braxton Yeager is actually running with Special Hood with my dad when he was in Vietnam and that kind of thing for it. And then Tanner and Kelsey won't be racing, but they'll be out there for it as well. I'm looking forward to it because I know that was your car wrap last year was really cool. Why don't you tell us a little bit about that?
Yeah, it was so awesome. Jason from Hunting with Heroes, he kind of introduced the idea of me being part of the tour last year. And we, before we even met up, I was like, well, I got to think of a theme. I got to think of something to support just myself, my team. And so I came up with, I said, let's either do this sleek black, matte black and gray American flag along the car, or we can do these. I don't know. I can't say it. We can.
You can say whatever you want.
Yeah, we're not.
Awesome, strong women on the car, and just represent all the women in the military, because I feel like they kind of, especially back in the day, got kind of put on the back burner.
Kind of shafted.
Yeah.
You were going to say badass bitches, weren't
Yes.
you?
Yeah.
Well, and her car, you remember the women?
Yeah.
pump-
Rosie the Riveter?
Yeah,
It was
so
Rosie
that's,
the Riveter,
that's
yeah.
what it was.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
cool. I
And
was
the
her for
cool-
Halloween one year.
love
The
that.
cool thing about that is they even had ladies that dressed up in the World War II era that came and did pictures with you.
That's
Is that
cool.
correct?
Yeah.
They were the blonde bombs. No, they were something bombshells.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's super cool.
The three of them were singing. They were a singing group,
Yeah.
and I think
Grade
it was
up for-
blonde
Did they ask you
bombshells
to
or something.
audition for that?
No, but Nate got their autograph. No, he basically knocked one over.
Have
when
you
you're
heard
little.
Adam sing? Give her a little taste.
No thanks, I'm good.
So, are there pictures of that on your social media then?
Yeah. We got lots of media about that.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
good.
If she
Super
doesn't,
cool.
I've got pictures of it if
Okay.
you want to see them when we're done
Yeah.
or whatever.
So, where can everyone find you, your YouTube channel, your Instagram, all of that?
Yeah, my Facebook and my YouTube, those are both Taylor Kuehl Racing. And my Instagram is taylor.kuehl. That's more of like a personal / racing. But every single racing update is on Taylor Kuehl Racing on Facebook.
Awesome. All right.
Cool. Thanks for sitting with the slimy bastards here.
Yeah,
And,
it's warm in here.
It is
It is warm in here.
Yeah,
Yeah, thank
Adam's
you so much.
sweating. He's so worked up. He's so flushed. I had him almost singing up here that now he's sweating because he's worried he has to start. We'll just crack one of these windows open here and you can start practicing the
Well, what
national anthem.
what you're talking about last night, I have to figure out who we're listening to first.
Well, thank you so
So,
much
yeah,
for joining
Taylor.
us
I
today.
appreciate you, Taylor.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Good
Thank
luck
you,
tonight.
guys.
Good
Thanks,
luck.
I appreciate
Yeah.
it.